Hello everybody. It is nice to meet you again on CREP Conference. At first, I would like to express my thanks to all committee of CREPCon 2024 to appoint me to replace Kim Suhan in bringing this topic. My name is Felix Adi Pramono, or usually you know me as Felix J. Wang. I live in the city of Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. I am the first land hermit crab care book author in Indonesia. My presentation on this session will be about a land hermit crab species with the largest maximum size when they are fully grown compared to other species in the Cenobitidae family. This species is the third most commonly found in Southeast Asian countries. The scientific name of this species actually comes from two Latin words, brevis, that means short, and manus, that means hand. The second noun describes the relatively round and convex left pincer or calliped of the hermit crab that normally serves to close the shell opening when they retract themselves into the shell. The most distinctive visual characteristics of Cenobita brevimanus is indeed the relatively convex and huge left calliped or pincer, or usually we call it BB, compared to the right one. The surface of the palm of the young and female Cenobita brevimanus is relatively smooth, while there are more tubercles on the surface of adult male's palm. There are no longitudinal ridges on the left pincer of Cenobita brevimanus. Cenobita brevimanus normally has brush-like structure or hair called setae on the frontal side of the right pincer's palm. Such brush-like hair is absent on the left calliped or pincer. Cenobita brevimanus right pincer may grow as big as the left one with smooth palm if the hermit crab uses sinistrally coiled or left-handed shells for a long time. Another key characteristic of Cenobita brevimanus is the cylindrical and slightly curved eye stalks with relatively small and round eye lenses or corneas. The total length of the eye stalks are reaching beyond the length of the antenna's lowest or basal segment. Here is the comparison diagram between Cenobita brevimanus eye stalks or peduncles with three other species, Cenobita clypeatus, Cenobita cavipes, and Cenobita violacens. Cenobita clypeatus or Caribbean purple pincer has subcylindrical eye stalks. The outer side of the peduncles are convex, but the inner side has relatively flat or compressed surface. And the total length of the peduncles are relatively shorter than Cenobita brevimanus. The eye stalks of Cenobita cavipes is also similar to Cenobita brevimanus, but they are slightly bigger and the inner surface of the eye stalks are relatively flat or compressed and the eye lenses are relatively more ovate. Or in other words, the eye stalk cross-section is similar to letter D. The eye lenses or corneas of Cenobita violacens are relatively much larger and more ovate than Cenobita cavipes, while the cross-section of the peduncles is in somewhat more rectangular shape. Now I am going to show you the anatomy of Cenobita brevimanus. From these diagrams, you can see the difference between the male and female Cenobita brevimanus. Both male and female Genopita brevimanus may reach the maximum size or fully grown size or the jumbo size of this species. Some content creators on the internet do mistakenly describe large-size, fully grown or adult Genopita brevimanus as juvenile coconut crab. Through these diagrams, you will easily differ Pyrgus latro or coconut crab from Genopita brevimanus. First, the left pincer of Pyrgus latro is rough and somewhat spiky, while Genopita brevimanus left pincer, that usually serves as BP or the big pincer of the hermit crabs, is relatively smoother, and normally it is extremely larger than the right one. Coconut crab's left pincer is only slightly larger than the right one. Second, the eye stalks or peduncles of Pyrgus latro is shorter than Genopita brevimanus ocular peduncles. Although both species' ocular peduncle are in cylindrical shape, Pyrgus latro or coconut crab eye lenses or corneas are bigger. A sharp rostrum or horn-like structure projects between the eye stalks, at the frontal part of the shield or on the forward part of the carapace. Genopita brevimanus also has rostrum, but it is so tiny and almost invisible. Third, Pyrgus latro or coconut crab's abdomen or pleon is covered by some chitinous plates, while Genopita brevimanus pleon or abdomen is smooth and soft. No chitinous exoskeleton or plates on it, except on the telson and uropod. The color of Genopita brevimanus pleon or abdomen is usually dark brown, dark olive, or greenish yellow. Genopita brevimanus display limited color variations. The main color is purple. Here are the possible color bases of Genopita brevimanus. However, the most commonly found color is purple. Cenobita brevimanus mainly inhabits the interior side of a beach. The adult hermit crabs live on soil substrate enriched by humus from fallen leaves, decaying branches, or wood. When there are some limestone structures inside the jungle or near the coastline, Cenobita brevimanus may also inhabit the rock crevices or small caves on the limestone hills. Cenobita brevimanus may live together with Cenobita cavipes, Cenobita spinosus, or Pyrgus latro in the interior of an island or in the jungle up to 2 kilometers away from the coastline. In the nature, Cenobita cavipes occasionally becomes meal for a hungry Cenobita brevimanus. Since Cenobita cavipes often wears thin land snail shell that can be easily broken or cracked by Cenobita brevimanus' strong pincers. Female Cenobita brevimanus will have to walk to the beach to spawn the fertilized eggs. Just like other species in the Cenobitidae family, Cenobita brevimanus starts their life as zoea that swim in the intertidal zone of a beach or an island. Cenobita brevimanus are sometimes surface molters. They just hide inside a shelter, like a pile of dead leaves, or inside a piece of tree log in the nature. They do frequently dig soil for molting, but the cave is normally not too deep. Now we have come to the shell preferences of Cenobita brevimanus. This land hermit crab species tends to choose round shape and round opening shells. Cenobita brevimanus won't hesitate to wear garbage such as plastic cups or glass jars due to the lack of large snail shell. The large shell shortage in some particular areas is not always because people or fishermen overharvest the gastropods. Instead, it may be because such particular areas or islands are not inhabited by large-billed gastropod species. Since we know that the snail or mollusk species or types are not evenly distributed on all beaches on this planet. This video shows you how Cenobita brevimanus' abdomen contracts by expanding and shrinking when the hermit crab carries a glass jar as his outfit. However, any hermit crab species will still prefer gastropod shells instead of garbage. There are some favorite shells of Cenobita brevimanus. In Indonesia, the most preferable shell is Lysacatina fulica or giant African snail shell, since they have large aperture and the shell's maximum size may accommodate fully grown Cenobita brevimanus. Cenobita brevimanus may also easily find the shell from their habitat, which is in inland area of an island. The second preferable shell of Cenobita brevimanus are from the Turbinidae family. They are in round shape, having large opening, and also commonly found on many beaches. Large Cenobita brevimanus may also prefer thorn shells from Thornidae family when such kind of shells are available, because this kind of shell also have large opening, and they are quite light and comfortable to wear. Freshwater snail shells, such as from apple snail family or Ampullariidae family, is also preferable for Genobita brevimanus. This kind of shells are quite oftenly carried by a river flow to an estuary, then washed ashore. Nereid and moonshell families are also preferable for small-sized Genobita brevimanus, since those gastropod families are also commonly found on many beaches or islands. Some juvenile Genobita brevimanus may also wear some uncommon or weird-shaped shells when they are not so lucky to find any shells that will comfortably accommodate their body. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope all of you have enjoyed this presentation and see you in another session in Crab Conference 2024.